آمين 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 بخير سبحان ربك رب العزة.
Annyeonghaseyo, hola, alo pagbati, soy Scott from Whitewater Arts. Welcome to my first instructional video on striking. I am so excited that I finally got my heavy bag in. I am gonna treasure him. He's gonna be one of my good friends for the next who knows how long till he holds up. But we gotta name him. What are we gonna name him? And I'm trying to come up with some ideas. I think Bago. I don't know if Bago sounds good. Maybe if you guys want to drop a comment below on a good name that we should name our heavy swinging punching bag, kicking bag, that would be wonderful. I'd love to get your feedback as to some names that we could call our good friend here now. So like I said, I'm so excited. This is going to be episode 1 of my instructional striking videos. I've never actually taught any people how to strike, so it's all kind of new to me, but we're going to learn together, and I got some good experience with striking, so now I just have to learn how to teach it. So we'll work together on that. So this episode is going to center around the front leg Taekwondo roundhouse. And with the roundhouse, you know, in Taekwondo sport, there is a certain reason why we hit with the top of our foot. And let me look at this. I'll show you real quick. In Taekwondo, in sport Taekwondo, we use these special socks that have magnets in them, sensors that make contact with the electric hogu. Hogu is the word that we use for the chest guard in Korean Taekwondo. And so with these magnets on this feet, you have to hit this chest guard with a certain amount of force. And that depends on what weight class you're in. The higher the weight class, the bigger the threshold is going to be to register a point. But, so, with the Taekwondo roundhouse, very important to know this, you have to be able to turn your foot all the way over, almost flat, so that you make good, solid contact. And the scoring areas are here, here, and then here. So on the back here, that wouldn't, there's nothing back there, so that wouldn't register. But you have to hit certain parts of the chest gear at a certain power to make that point register. So that's very important in teaching the front leg roundhouse in sport Taekwondo. So as I was talking about, you have to be able to turn your foot over completely. And if you're brand new to Taekwondo, welcome. Some of this might be a little advanced for beginner Taekwondo, but you can take the philosophy of Taekwondo's roundhouse and apply it to anything. These are just basic principles, and a lot of the basic principles that I've been teaching is in the Tai Chi videos. Everything that I've led up to this point, it's been a progression. I started with stretching in the YouTube channel. I started with the stretching, the loosening. You got to get your muscles nice and flexible, and then you have to learn how to relax your joints. Use your alignment and your posture to be able to hit and move around, because when you're in a Taekwondo sparring match, your opponent is not going to just be standing there. So all these things that I've talked about, building up with stretching, flexibility, and then alignment and structure, power through relaxation, and moving through the path of least resistance. Those are all huge principles for martial arts and for life. So when we're doing the front leg roundhouse here, one of the first things you want to do, you want to measure up your distance. Whether you're kicking, and you can practice the front leg roundhouse with the paddles. We got the shield. I really like the moving bag because I don't need anyone to hold these things for me, so now I can do this stuff all by myself. But shout out to U.S. Olympian Stephen Lambden. Thanks for letting me train with you, and great job at the Olympics a couple years ago. I was really happy that he was able to sign my kicking paddle, and I'll take great care of this. anyway, so whether you're doing paddle or the shield or the hanging bag, the first thing you want to think about is your distance. You have to know your own distance to be able to effectively kick something. If you're too close here, you can't do that. You have to be able to know what your reach is and then be able to judge that and match that up so that you can hit there. So if you're a beginner, you're going to start from a stationary stance. So this looks like a good distance for me. Taiji principle, separate, integrate yin-yang. You switch your weight to the back foot. Weight goes to the back foot. Front leg comes up. Make contact. And then put it back down. So, like I said, those Taiji principles of separating yin-yang, being able to separate your weight, that is huge in martial arts. And it's kind of a secret. A lot of people thought I was crazy talking about all this stuff, but it really makes a difference. So, knowing your distance, shifting your weight, front leg comes up, the knee is bent right now. At the last minute, you turn it over, and then you have to hit with that top of your foot if you're doing the Taekwondo. Remember, you gotta turn that all the way over. If you're a beginner, it's gonna be hard because you have to be able to open up your hips here to be able to get that roundhouse completely flipped over. So for a beginner, your roundhouse may look like this, where you're hitting with more of this part. That's okay, because you gotta start somewhere. And this is a progression, so no judgment. If that's your roundhouse right now, key principle, distance, shifting the weight, front leg comes up, try and turn that foot over and make flat contact like that. So those are just some, just the beginning of my striking videos, and I'm so excited with the unlimited possibilities that we have to go deeper into this. But I'll wrap that up for episode 1 of my striking video. So I'm Scott with Wavewater Arts. Thank you very much. If you like the video, subscribe, like, comment. I really want to hear some comments on what we should name my new friend, the Mr. Hanging Bag. I'm thinking Bago. I like the name Bago. But if someone else has a good idea, please, please, please comment below. Thank you. Annyeonghaseyo. Thank you. Wow.